I know one thing that you always talk about is like you're in control of your food that way as
Yes.
well when you cook it yourself. That way you know kind of the fat you put into it,
Yes, the ingredients.
the ingredients where the carbohydrates are more starchy carbohydrates and not that refined processed sugars that you can get. Then you know what you're going to put in from the vegetables, from the vitamins, the minerals, the fibers, the different kind of proteins perhaps you would
Right.
want to use there, where it's bean-based or even like tofu.
Right.
And also, I think a big thing that, man, gosh, that I learned during the holidays is just the amount of grease and
Oh,
oil that people
yes.
can put into food. You just don't know it's
Yes.
hidden. You can
Yes.
control that. You don't, in fact, I personally, you tell me what you say, don't use grease or oil.
No.
Yeah.
No. If I use oil and it's sparingly very little, I try my best to cook without it. But if I do have to use it, it's like very little. I do not like dishes that's oiled down. First of all, it's vain of me. I just don't like the smell of it around me. But also, I don't like how it makes me feel after I'm done.
So let me just make sure I understand what you said there. So when it comes to a dish, you're not trying to make it appear or taste or look oily.
Correct.
But instead, you use just enough oil for whatever purpose that serves, that's spread across a big portion.
Correct.
That way, the ratio is smaller
Small.
versus larger.
Correct, correct. And that's on only certain particular dishes. This is not every dish or something I do all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're in much more control, essentially lowering the calorie density of that food because it's so dense with the oils.
Yes.
It's like 130 calories per tablespoon, I believe it is, for oils, which is
Correct.
crazy high.
It's crazy. You don't realize even plant-based dishes that uses oil, you're not helping yourself when you do that.
Yeah.
So
Oil is a silent killer there.
it is.
What are some other things smart you can do that can be done for preparation?
So if you're not a cook or you don't like to cook or you don't have time to cook, another option is to consider it catered, some of the plant-based dishes catered.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, there's plenty online services if you're able to afford it and can plan in time. There's that option. Again, just make sure they're using clean ingredients.
Yeah, that's really, really good. But you would definitely want to try it beforehand
Yes,
and make sure it's all good.
Yes.
And availability.
correct.
Yeah, that's one good way.
Correct.
I mean, is there anything else that they could possibly do for preparing?
Yeah, partner with somebody in your family who's also health conscious, whether it's family members or friends or somebody who's interested in or who's thinking about it or who's on the same page as you. Just say, hey, if you bring the good salad and I'll bring the mac and cheese, the good one, at least you have a complete meal right there, right? Because there's strength in numbers, right?
Yeah.
So if
That's true. Yeah.
if you and another family are eating very healthy amongst other family members who are not eating healthy, it will maybe encourage others around you to want to eat healthy, and then you'll have a healthy meal there.
They'll be intrigued.
They'll
Like,
be
oh, what's going on
intrigued,
over
yeah.
here? And all it does is
Let
take
me
us.
taste this.
Yeah, and all it takes is a simple, hey, to your sister, hey, this year, what do you think about, teaming up and make something a little bit more healthier? Now that way we can kind of stay on track and kind of keep on going what we've been trying to do.
Yeah, that's what
I
we
like
do
it.
when we at family dinners. That's what we do.
I didn't know I did that, but yeah, I like her too.
We as one.
We do it. Got
That's
it.
what we do. I remember last year, some family friend or someone at the dinner table made an interesting observation that they weren't as tired. They weren't tired after dinner.
Oh,
The
yeah.
gentleman said, he was like, I'm not tired. I don't feel like I have to take a nap.
And that's what food's supposed to do, is give you energy and not make you tired.
I mean, and he was engaging in tons of conversation and talking politics and just, having a good old time.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That's a good one there.
Yeah.
You just brought it up. So that's a good thing to prepare to eat, the things to eat, how to make food, etc. But you brought up politics. I mean, so I think one big one for me, because you asked me initially, is take a mindful approach and don't even engage in any kind of debates around politics or even diet.
Nothing. Yeah. Keep it nice. You're there for the holidays. Enjoy being with each other. and reminisce about the good times, talk about the future, what your plans are, what your vacation plan. There's so much other things to talk about.
Yeah, and talk about perhaps just the dish you brought and, and what you did to prepare it.
Yeah.
Build some intrigue into it. Get them on the road.
Yeah. Or, ask them, hey, what is there a dish that you think we could make healthy? And, how about we try this and give them ideas? Or not saying that you push your ideas onto them. That's not what you want to do. But just as a way to get a conversation going.
Yeah, because you got to have that conversation. You got that door open. You can't open the door for anybody to do it.
Yeah.
But they gotta keep it. Be mindful. And I think one of your big things too is being mindful that you love to go for walks.
Yes. After the dinner, I would say after dinner, try to get, one or two people with you and go for a walk, because once you get done eating, everybody's typical reaction is to go sit somewhere and not move because it's cold outside, it's getting dark. No. Before it happens, as soon as you get done eating, just excuse yourselves and just go for a nice walk, 10 minutes, come back and clean up and sit down and relax.
Yeah. Yep. And if you do it right, you won't get tired like the house guest from last year.
Yeah.
So perfect. So here's the deal. Like, you don't have to choose between good food
Yeah.
and good health.